members of the RCMP are calling for backup. They have a rather interesting new website up, www.CallForBackup, all one word, .ca. And to explain what it's about, Staff Sergeant Steve Ring of the RCMP here in Regina on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Roger.
The government has rolled back a wage increase that you people were to get. Tell us the story, how it happened.
Well, basically, we had a 3-year package, a wage package that was negotiated with the Treasury Board between our pay council, which includes members of management of the RCMP and members of the labor relations side of the RCMP. A 3-year package. Last year was our first year, and we were about to enter year 2 of that package this year. We were to receive 3.2 or 3.5% this year increased, which was comprised of a market adjustment allowance and a salary increase. Just after the beginning of December, we were advised by Treasury Board that they were rolling back that wage increase to 1.5%.
They took 2% away from you.
They took 2% away from the guys and gals. That's correct.
How did they justify it? What did they say?
Actually, we got very little from the government, apart from Minister Flaherty's talk about the economic condition and the problems that the government will be facing, and that was pretty well it. It was quite unilateral. We had no input whatsoever.
Are they doing this to any other federal employees you're aware of?
Well, not that we're aware of. In fact, not at all. And I know that Canada Post isn't entirely a federal government. Kind
of an arm's length corporation.
Yeah, arm's length, and they've settled for significantly more than 1.5% for 2009.
Yeah. And how does this put you vis-a-vis other police officers working for municipal departments in the OPP, for example?
Well, the OPP just settled actually yesterday, as I understand it, and I just took a quick look at what they're receiving. They will be receiving, apart from other adjustments, which is they have a provincial responsibility incentive, which is designed to retain members. They're getting 2.34% in 2009 and 2.25%. With that responsibility incentive, it actually increases them up over the 3.34% for next year.
What about city forces like Regina and Saskatoon?
Well, I can't really advise you. We're a little bit ahead of the city forces as far as the salary goes. The RCMP's pay is compared to 8 police forces from across Canada, from Halifax, Montreal, the OPP, Toronto, Edmonton, and in comparison with those larger forces that all have in excess of 1,000 members, the salaries are between $1,000 and $2,000 a year less than what those police officers are receiving in others. Now, that is the base salary only, and there's other overtime, et cetera, the ability to work by themselves.
Okay. So it's a difficult comparison in some cases.
It is. The OPP actually are probably as close, the OPP and the Sûreté du Québec are probably the closest type of policing that we do, which is predominantly rural. Of course, we have larger urban centers in Lower Mainland, but predominantly rural policing, and they've also got that. Their resourcing levels are significantly different, and that's one of the things that concerns us, is our ability to attract new members with this, and the conditions that our men and women are experiencing across Canada are unique to the locations that we police.
So what can you do about it? What do you hope this website will achieve?
Well, we're hoping that the website will get public support to come back and recognize that the job that our men and women do and continue to do day in, day out with short resources and in some cases, questionable living conditions, and we believe they should be compensated fairly, and we are hoping that the public will log on to the website. There's an opportunity for them to contact the Member of Parliament, a link to that, and get the government to reconsider and take a look at the program that they've agreed to, and the pay package that they've agreed to in the past, and ask them to honor that package.
Okay. Other than that, you don't have too much recourse. You don't have a union. You don't have the right to strike, do you?
No, we don't. No, we don't have a union. We have a labor staff relations representative program that's enacted under the RCMP Act, and those men and women are elected similar to a union, but there's no union dues for our members, and they have representation through that forum.
Now, is there not a significant sort of recruiting drive ongoing, and what impact will that have on this have on that, do you think?
Well, I believe it could be significant, and you're absolutely right. We do have a major recruiting drive on right now. As you know, we have significant pressures coming up in the coming years in 2010 with both the Olympics in Vancouver, and we're also being asked to police G8 that will be coming to Ontario that same year. We're trying to recruit several thousand people per year, and when we're being compared on a salary basis, we need to have that in order to attract the right men and women to come over to our organization. It's absolutely essential, and I think this can have a major negative impact on that.
All right. Well, good luck with it, and keep us informed as to what the response you get on this.
Will do. Thank you very much.